Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here for yet another juicy Solar Virus video. For today's video we're covering the new battlefield time. It is the Arachnid and it is very annoying, as you know. When it jumps up it just ruins your day, so let me go over every single phase so you know exactly what to do, and also the build so you deal the most amount of damage possible. And funny enough, I'm actually on vacation right now, but that does not mean I'm stopping the uploads, battlefield time, code updates, updates. I'll make sure you get every single video that you need to see, since I want to make sure I don't let my subscribers down. That way you get a fantastic time so you get those wonderful crowns, because look at this. If we go to our inbox from Season 4, there's a juicy reward waiting for us. If I go to my inbox here, oh baby, look what's waiting for me. This juicy crown. That's what I like to see. So this is exactly why you subscribe to the channel and always drop a like. That way you know what the best battlefield time strategies are. We're also so close to the 100,000 mark, so make sure you press that button. That way we reach the milestone together. And really quick, a big shout out to everyone who was supporting us in Season 4. Season 5 is starting out, so in a few days you can support again if you haven't already supported. I gave out 70,000 codes this season to all our supporters. So don't worry, Season 5 is around the corner, and we'll have even more codes to give out, new ones that'll give you a bunch of juicy rewards. And also, for all my top supporters, top 10 get a custom Discord role, so make a support ticket if you haven't already. And top 100 get an exclusive role as well, so make sure, if you're only top 10 or top 100 supporters, to make a support ticket. That way I can give you your deserved rewards. And finally, congrats to Pluto for being the first commenter on our last video. Here is your shout and enjoy that juicy Discord roll. So let me show you what build I'm running. Honestly, when it comes to Arachnid, you have to run a light team. That's kind of given. And there are a few tricks you have to use to basically maximize your damage, at least. This is what helped me out the most. So if I go to my team right here, you can see exactly what I'm running. Let's go to start. So we have Min, Go, and Cha. Obviously, the weapons are max level, so that'll help me out a lot, getting a good time, but that isn't necessarily needed. It does help, of course. Your weapon advancements help out so much in the battlefield time, especially your hunter advancements too. Those are the most important. And when it comes to my shadows, I'm running a very interesting lineup. That's just because when it comes to the final stage, we're not using our shadows in the beginning, the first two phases. That's where we want our shadows to kick in, actually dealing with all the mobs. The first phase is just so annoying. There's so many mobs, you can't really beat them all unless you use Emma, but she's not good on this stage. You have to remember, battlefield time, it receives a 200% elemental weakness buff, so that's why you want to match the element, and that's what makes Tron go so good for this. I did find that Blades, Tusk, and the Big Rock dealt the most amount of damage when it came to the shadows, so this was the perfect setup for me. If some of your shadows are more advanced up when it comes to the ranking, so if they're Elite Knight, I would prioritize those shadows because your skills do unlock based on your shadow's ranking, so make sure to use your highest ranking shadow. That way they deal the most damage possible based on the new skills they get. But jumping into artifacts, very standard. We're running the Greed set on Go, gives some more break and more potential damage for our team. Blessing set on Min, providing a buff to the hunters we swap to. And then we have Cha. The reason why I've recently swapped to Warmongers is because we don't want too much of this stat right here, damage increase. Although it's obviously a good stat, the more of it we have, the less of a damage increase we actually get. There is always diminishing returns, but if we go to this set right here, Warmongers gives us a ton of attack, 8 times 3 for 24% total. And if we look at Cha really quick, if you look at her base stats, when it comes to her passives from the advancements, let me show you right here, you can see she doesn't get too many attack bonuses actually. I don't think she gets any attack bonuses, so that's why the Warmonger set just works so well on her. She gets a substantial attack bonus from it, so give it a try, you won't regret it. Though if you don't have the Warmonger set or the Curse set, you can use something like the Toughness set. Let me show you this right here just so you know what I'm talking about. You can use the Toughness set. You can also go for 1-hit kill, so you can go like 2 1-hit kill for the ultimate damage, and then go 2 toughness for the crit. Or you could go 2 of this set right here if I can find it, the arm set, there we go. That works too, based on what you have. And if you don't have the curse set for your accessories, you can go into here, and you can use the following. You can pop on Concentration of Firepower, you can also pop on Outstanding Ability, up to you. But those are probably the 2 best ones you can use. I mean, Expert won't really work here. You're not going to be using Cha for long enough to get all those attack bonuses to apply, so that's your best bet to have a solid run. Now next up, what do we have left? Oh yes, their cores, actually kind of important. So when it comes to your core stats, these do not apply, but your core passives do apply. So that's why I went with the flat attack percentage bonus here, because once we ultimate, the Arachnid is supposed to die. So using this one right here, if I can find it, this right here, is not useful. Getting a 20% crit damage bonus is obviously good, but not good when we're trying to beat the Arachnid ASAP. So the flat bonus is obviously the best. And for other cores, I went with this one here because the other ones just don't do anything else, so getting a shield is fine. That way you avoid potential damage coming your way. To interrupt you, you can deal a constant stream of damage this way, so it's perfect. Though you won't really use it for this run. And lastly, I went with this just to ensure Cha's ultimate comes up ASAP. We do basic attack just a little bit, so we can have his supply up to 2 times, so it's perfect. That way our ultimate does come up fast. And for Min, doesn't matter what you run, he doesn't really need anything here. So don't worry too much about him. Just go anything gives you a power gauge bonus. If you find you're using him, if you're an entry level player, you might need it, but overall, this is the best setup I found. But now with this covered, let's just jump directly into the battle so you can see exactly what I did to get this fantastic time. Okay, so let's jump in. This is at 0.5% speed. I'm on vacation, so pardon the recording quality. The videos cannot stop, so once you spawn in with Min, you want to use his Q to build up his power gauge, and then start dashing forward. Once you're positioned around here, you want to use his E, this second basic skill, to get the 5% damage bonus off. Then you want to swap into Go. Using Go, you'll deal some AoE damage, some damage overall, and also during that time, you want to use your shadows because your shadows will deal with all the mobs right here, you'll see. So we jump in, using Min, use his E, then swap, using our shadows too, use Go, deal some juicy damage, boom, dealing a ton of AoE damage. He's not as good as Emma, but he does work, that's for sure. So again, making sure I put damage on basically everything, popping those disgusting eggs, absolutely putrid. But as you can see, I'm making my way all the way around. I want to go to these nasty eggs here, and then switch into Cha, use her dancer move, so the skill right here, Q, 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 popping all those eggs, beating all those spiders, squashing them, dealing as much damage as possible. You will find 1 or 2 little spiders waiting to be killed, so you want to dash towards them ASAP, and try to squash them when you can. So we lost a few seconds there, no problem. It's all about RNG, but here you go. This is gonna spawn, boom, the spider's in. I missed that, no problem. Just know it spawns in that spot. So obviously this run could have been way faster, but the same principle applies. So here we go. The spider spawns, and what you want to do is, if you saw earlier, let me go back so I can show you exactly what I did. You can see I swapped into Min already, but how did I do that? If we go right here, you can see, boom, I use Min's QT. That way, I get the 50% power gauge bonus his QT gives, very important. That's why I have my Cha positioned last and my Min first. This is the optimal scenario. So as Min comes in, very simple. Once we spawn, I'm going to use his E and then switch into Go ASAP. So you'll see here, the spider is in, use my E, and then boom, use Go. You don't need to use Min's ultimate for the bonus ultimate damage. Boom, 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 dealing as much damage as possible with Go in terms of break damage. Use his ultimate, gets that break gauge going down way quicker, but make sure if Go, use the proper skill rotation, very, very important. So use his Q, then his core attack, then his E, resetting his Q, then core attack again. So you want to make sure you use his basic skill combo with its core attack. It deals so much damage and a ton of break. Very, very simple. You saw there we got the full combo off. Perfect. And boom. The spider is broken here. Switching to Cha. Use the dancer ASAP. Boom, boom, boom. With the dancer, we're getting those ultimate damage bonus stacks in. And here we go. Cha's ultimate coming in. And a very clean sweep. What a quick and easy run for a whale. If you're someone who's free play, if you're a mid spender, you might have to actually use Min's ultimate. So make sure your Cha's power is the highest on your team. If your Go or your Min has the highest power, Min's ultimate will not apply when it comes to the bonus you get from A5, so make sure you do keep that in mind. But yeah, that was the full run, that was the full build. Hope you enjoyed again. I'm trying to pump out as much content as I can while I'm still on vacation. The grind does not end when it comes to leveling Rise, so make sure you drop your like, do subscribe. That way I know you want more content like this. And if you have any questions or concerns, drop down below. I'll try my best to reply. This was your Code King Zaf, signing out.